I never switch. Ice in the wrist. Car on the wrist. Hole in the wrist. Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. Hole in the wrist. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my. Hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. That I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the. Back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the set. 53, Mike. Check right, check. Hey, exit. Check 25, check 25.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Leo.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Tate's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Ready. 70, Indy. Hey! Let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
36 to Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go. 8, read.
Check 53 is mine.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. Hey, Alpha.
53 is the
clear.
53. Check.
From the gun, Jones. It's brought in by Dodson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Duke Johnson. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
81.
Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
57. 55. Take me up. Here we go. Hey, check right.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch QB draw.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Mike 27. I got it.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Go.
40.
Like. Now.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
On first down, Friedman. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Friedman. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Go, go. 280.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Forward, Tokyo.
55. Mike 55.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Go.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley still on his feet. He's going to have the first down past the 20. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Jones now on 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Get that ball, D. Let's
Throwing Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 10.
Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wentz now to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aaron Lynch able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
That's where you belong.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator. 53. Hey, let's get some Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Back to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 53's the mic. 53.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And Ingram holds it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Jones now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on second and 12. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ready? Watch the flag. Check. 50. Hey, echo. Check. 53's mine. Defense wins championships, baby. 53's the mic. 53. Check. 53. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming.
Now Jones operating from the gun, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throwing on second and 14. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Wentz to throw on third and 1. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded at the goal line. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
49, check 49, check 49.
80 weapons. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let him know, let him know.
Get it.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off to actually catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had...
And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. At 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, D.
2nd and 2. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Buzz.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Friedman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Wentz now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Jackson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
74.
Wentz to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 53 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
At the 20-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Ready, set.
53, check 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Beat them.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And Rosas pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a second time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
It's going to be a long...
On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Go to 18.
First down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch it back.
Smooth.
53's the Mike. 53, check it out.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First throw of overtime for Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 2nd down now, Friedman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Pac-Man. Kill.
What can Wentz do now with his drive? And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Watch the eye.
Look, squeeze.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Ready? 60 or.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Go. Fire.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right here.
Hey, high 7.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47.
Go. Go.
Now Jones. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it.
52 is the mark, boy. 52. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check, check. Fresno. No. Check that.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there in overtime. 59 yards. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before. We've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime.